pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
About to still be raining.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League
Told you.
on EA Sports.
Told you more about it.
We've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, the head
Can't wait to slip slide all over.
His guys come in on what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp and the preseason. But it's clear this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young quarterback to go out as the week 1 starter. And frankly, the hope is he's the franchise quarterback for years to come.
A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big tackle play.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Line up anyway.
He'll go again with Paul.
Oh, shit.
And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. He gives to Hall. And he will not be able to turn up field. He'll drop in behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Stark going to throw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
A loss of a yard. And it's 4th down.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Ryland's kick is good. And the visitors will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There'll be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, you're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. The shotgun, it's A-Rod.
Oh,
That one
God.
pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball
Very good catch,
to his
Puka.
receiver in a tight spot.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. A run here with Achane. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of that play, and that will be a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
30, 88.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of De'Von Achane. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the carry, it's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane.
Oh,
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's taken in by Achane. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
319. Box it.
They'll try it now with Achane. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. De'Von Achane. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Makes the score 14-7. Visitors 3. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's going to be incomplete. That was very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
all things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air on second down. Dart. That's to the running
Come
back.
on. We got this guy, man.
He's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
What?
He's got it.
Oh, man. Come on, bro.
Close. Gonna be bursting goals. They've got it at the 3. They get big yardage on the deep
Get
ball.
out of here.
55 yards on the game. Hall. This defense backed up as they bring the
Fucking bullshit, man.
He can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On second down, Dart. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal. He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. This one caught the floor, and he'll take it on in. Reese Hall for the score.
Fucking no way. It's a bullshit.
Here is good. And the visitors are on top. It's now 10-7.
This guy throws a 1,000-yard bomb and he
The
catches it.
kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to
Oh,
it
fucking
as the
kill him.
kicks away. Devon Achane to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
And I think going into the season, I make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams. And that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for the last couple of years. But if Chicago and that roster, if that's your 4th best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises. But when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, and every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these 4 organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment. And you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
Second and inches. Well run with Achane. Finding room to the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give to Achane. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult know if they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rodgers. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Achane. Driving for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And instead, well, we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about more, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off and I can give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I am so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime. Their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, what you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field a lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
4th down. Rodgers. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to... the first down.
Big catch, Travis.
A chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A run up the middle with A-10. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It was Arcarius Washington bringing him down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh,
One, batted away.
took the wrong fucking
At
guy.
this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor.
That's because
This time
I got
it's
this
the defense.
fucking
He's able
other
to get
shit
his
in
hands
here.
on it, Mike. I think
I'll
they're
switch
lucky
my
he was
team
able
to
get
fix
both
something.
hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll throw it left, and that's his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Butker's kick is good. And his guys will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. His ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The visitors' offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing of the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Get out of here.
The guy that is going to line up behind center.
You went fast and good, didn't you?
Of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But Now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your
pitch that ball.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart.
No, this crap.
Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down.
Come on.
They'll go, and here's Dart. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That's incomplete.
It's just Snead.
Carried ball on 4th down.
It's just Snead.
And it results in a turnover on down. The home team. Offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more.
Let's go.
So, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are.
I need somebody with a drive.
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all this stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
A run, and it's Achane. And it was brought down as we tip towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 2.
319.
On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Memphis 1st down. 26. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, here is Achane. Not much there, maybe a yard.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. The master of play action, Rodgers.
Oh my God.
Incomplete. There was no space, no separation.
Well, that's probably the thing, huh?
That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. 10-30. Rodgers. That's caught by Puka.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now the offense will use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker.
Come on.
To make it a
Yo.
Playing my game. I tried to reset it because it's fucking pouring rain and put a dome on and nope.
We have to find a way to finish these drives.
Didn't even work. Can't believe it.
That can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Fucking pouring rain.
field goal. Butker back on the field.
Got to change the area. They were in Vancouver. I went to Memphis. It's still pouring.
Drive will begin fifth. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession.
One game almost done. 2 minutes in. Up 10.
Beginning with first and 10.
I was doing zucchini and stuff.
Out of shotgun. It's done.
We call bullshit bombs.
Rushed to his left.
They throwing fucking bombs at this fucking
Gain of 5.
dude from Jacksonville who catches everything. This tall dude.
Brian.
Yeah, he's garbage.
Dart. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin.
Caught some fucking 70-yard bomb.
So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Go.
And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Oh, Lamar in this game with a pick.
They'll drop to throw.
That's right.
Incomplete.
Shit number 2.
Textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
This is one of those situations that players
And I switched teams to fix the Kings and fucking
this offense has
I didn't get none of my shit.
has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs, They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. 2 timeouts still left.
And my subs went away.
First and 10. Here's Hall. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet. Picking his way
We'll keep running this fucking guy.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The throw is Dart.
Oh my god, it's still left coming. Come on.
Taken in by Shaheed. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock. Here's Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Crowley, Dart.
Damn, they keep lobbing it, man.
By Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.
This fucking punk keeps lobbing the ball.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one.
Playing Jackson Dart.
Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here is 1st and 10. They'll run it.
No!
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Dart can throw you on 2nd down.
That's right, Alabama.
Speed with the catch. And he'll get only about 3 before being written out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun. 3rd down. It's Dart. That is incomplete. Here
Kick
we
field goal.
go.
Yep.
They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep.
Ooh, 18, way to grab that.
Like that. In this case, he's able to put it through.
18, way to get that one, baby. Got the onside with on it.
On 1st and
Oh.
10, it's Achane.
Oh, he tried to spin. No,
Taken down. We'll see
spinning
if
don't even work in the ring.
timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The handoff to Achane, running left. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense.
Yeah, why was he back there trying to snipe like you would?
I know. I
I,
thought he wasn't. He said he was using the D. It was the DMR.
yeah.
Shit. I know. It made no sense.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he's
Made no fucking sense.
down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. That's enough for a 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself.
I was like, come on, we're trying to win the game.
It's a fine
I came up at least
Keep the
at the
ball
end.
around, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive. Try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance. This play
Oh.
That'll be
That's the
incomplete.
side.
And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball.
It's raining out here, man. Fuck up. They got Derwin, they got Patrick Surtain, they got Davis, they got 2-star on the offensive defensive line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.
Beat them though by 7.
That will do it.
You gotta play your game.
Comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They move
Fucking
to 1-0
rain.
as they earn
They
the
pulled out,
victory
Aaron
in
Rodgers, no
Division
diddy.
less here in week 1.
18.
And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike
I gotta
Tirico.
fix his helmet. I don't like
This
that.
has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Can have a big game where we had a game in the rain. Oh, what was that?
Oh, these are 5-minute quarters, huh?
Yeah, I switched it. Well, it's six, but each and got him something. You got the share play up?
Oh, just play it.
Where's his helmet?
Oh,
What happened?
oh, Barkley jumped over somebody. He paid
First
for
play?
it. No, I'm on
First
sec.
first play? Oh,
No, I'm already on my second play. Second and third. Them be these flats. You gotta learn these flats.
flat.
What? That's what. Ugh, I need to learn these flats.
I already know the flat.
Oh man, come on. Why did you block? Oh, I fucked up there. I can't do this play.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it until I